Hello, bookish friends of the internet. Welcome back to Coffee Over Apples. My name is Steph. This is my November TBR video. Two quick things before I start telling you what books I'm going to read in November. First of all, usually every month I play my TBR game when I use Magic the Gathering to decide what books I'm going to read. But I think for the month of November, it didn't make sense to play my game. My TBR is just full of other bookish projects that need to specifically be done in November. So it just didn't make sense for me to play my game next month, but I do plan on playing it for December. Let's talk about what I was supposed to read in October and where I am with those things, what was finished and what's going back on the TBR shelf. For my sci-fi book club, the Interstellar Book Club, I was supposed to read The Luminous Dead, and I did finish this. The live show is going to be in the beginning of November, so if you want to know more about that, Discord's linked down below, all that good jazz. I got volume 1 of Destroy All Humans, They Can't Be Regenerated, the Magic the Gathering manga, and I did read this. For Hispanic Heritage Month, I was supposed to read Our Migrant Souls, A Meditation on Race and the Meanings and Myths of Latino by Hector Tobar, and I did read this. The Handyman Method by Nick Cutter and Andrew Sullivan is my buddy read with my bestie Natalie, and I am almost done with this. Probably gonna end up finishing this by tomorrow. At the time of recording this, there's about a week and a half left in the month. Between finishing the Handyman Method and the time that's left, I think I'm definitely gonna be able to finish the Final Girl Support Group, no problem. The only thing left on that list from October was Death's End. I still really want to read this. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish it by the time October is over, so it's going to go back on the TBR shelf. And there is one other book that I said I wanted to read in October. However, the thing is, it was a pre-order and it's supposed to come out on October 29th. Meaning that when I get it, I am going to be reading it and starting it in October. This is The Queen by Nick Cutter. It's a new release by my favorite horror author. So I am going to start it in October, but then I'm going to end up finishing it in November. This is going to ultimately be the first book that I read in November, I think. I'm so excited about it. Again, I'm going into this blind, so it is a horror about a girl, science experiments, her friend goes missing, her friend reappears after being missing for a while. When she asks her friends, like, dude, where were you? Something about her friend says that I have a secret to tell you and you're not gonna like what I have. I'm here to tell you something about yourself. Forget about finding me. I know where I was. You need to know where you need to go. Something like that. I don't know. Nick Cutter does body horror really well and extreme horror. I'm ready to be wrecked. Here's the big one for November. If you're excited about seeing this, please don't be. I've been doing a year-long reread of the Stormlight archive with a few friends of mine. We've been doing critical reviews of this series. Each of us have taken turns hosting a live show. It is once again my turn to host the next live show, which should be scheduled for about the end of November for Rhythm of War. If you are a fan of this series, if you love this series, I highly recommend that you think twice about watching my reviews, simply because I was once a fan and now the point of this reread was to determine, why did I fall off in the first place when I first read it about 2 years ago or 3 years ago at this point? Where did things start to go wrong for me? Because I did love it at one point and now. But the whole point of this is really just to like say the things that I've always kind of wanted to say about this series, especially because I feel like when it comes to certain series, like really popular things on the internet tends to be an echo chamber, and it's important to have diverse views and different ways of thinking about a book. So if you like this and you want to hear a very different opinion about it, feel free to watch those videos. I'll be posting it in my communities tab, so you'll get a notification if you're subscribed to me when the live show will be coming out. Since I'm doing a live show for this, for the review, there will be no vlog for this, but when I read book 5 in like January or something, then there will be a vlog for that. And to just give you a taste of what I think, longer does not equal better. That is exactly what I have learned from this experience. I'm expecting this to take me 3 weeks to read. This is the main reason why I am not doing my TBR game for November, because it's gonna take up most of the month. I'm a slow reader, you guys. I've always been a slow reader. If I read 50 to 100 pages in a day, that's considered a lot for me. And I still have other things that I gotta read, you know? Here's something that was unexpected. So I got sent book mail by Tor. Tor is one of my favorite publishers. So I was absolutely over the moon excited when they sent me a package. This is Daughters of Red Winter by Ed Mcdonald. Is it a dark fantasy? I know it's a fantasy, something about necromancers. There's 3 in the series and the 3rd one is coming out in November. So I do need to put out a book review for this in November as a promo for the series, and I'm pretty excited about it. I have a couple other books that they've sent me and I will be slowly reviewing them over time. Magic and characters speaking to the dead, there's war and all these other things. It sounds pretty good. I'm pretty excited about this. So this is a review that will be coming out in November along with the other ones. And then the Sci-Fi Book Club, Interstellar Book Club that I run over on Discord and host sometimes on here, we have our poll up right now. I'm not sure exactly what book is going to end up winning that poll. I did put up Kindred by Octavia Butler for that poll. So I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to get people to read Octavia Butler with me. The fact that I haven't read any Octavia Butler at this point is just a travesty that I'm trying to fix. And I would really like to talk about it with my book club because I feel like this is something that would be a great discussion piece. I'm hoping this wins, but also China Mayville's Embassy Town was up for vote, and a couple other pieces. I'm just gonna like flash them on the screen here, all the things that work for the vote. And whatever ultimately wins, we are going to review at the end of November. There's the winner. If you want to chat about it and hang out with us, get more info, and just put up books to read with the book club, links in the description. Okay, so as you can see, that's a lot of reading, especially for little old slow little reader me. So putting this in the place of whatever's gonna win the poll, I've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Something close to probably like 2,000 pages. That's usually about the max that I read per month anyways. Let me know in the comments what you're reading this month, and also if there's anything that you're interested in reading along with me. I have a Patreon and a Ko-fi page down below where you can support my channel. I post videos whenever I feel like it. Thanks for watching. Bye!
What's it making, Mr. Wonka?